From frame to furnishing, I was asked to explain how I created the little cushion for the Tudor bench that I posted a while back on the site. So here's a few steps that I went through. Here's the finished piece on the frame, and you can see that there's an open stitch space between the surface of the top of it and the sides, and that allows me to make a nice clean edge. That edge I filled with a braid of 3 strands of gold stitching thread that I then couched down in that space, and it made for a nice edging. Once it's all done, it just fills in that space, but it doesn't create a lot of bulk for it to be able to make a nice clean corner or edge. Here's the whole piece ready to come off the frame. I start by connecting the 2 lower corners of the stitching with matching thread so that any of the stitching when you sew up the corners doesn't show. And then I just pinch it and sew back and forth between the meshes while it's pinched like that, and it holds itself in place and the stitches completely disappear. As you can see here, the stitches, the corner comes out really clean. And you do this for all four corners with it inside out. And then you can trim off the excess. Here's the whole thing all done with all 4 corners, and it almost makes its own shape that way. So then the next step is to simply do a little trimming and turn it right side out. Now it's ready to be stuffed, and you can see behind it, that's what I use for stuffing. It's sheets of foam that are used for packing material, and you can cut it exactly the shape that you need and just keep putting in layers to fill in as much as you need to fill out the cushion. I think in this one I had about 4 or 5 layers, and I kept testing to see how much I needed, and then put a chipboard backing behind it all. And that allows you to glue something to it. And then here you have your finished bench with the cushion all in place. Thanks for watching. You can see more at miniaturehaven.com.